Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading for the week of July 21st. Shout out to all my fellow Sagittarians out there. I am a Sag sun. If you like this video, please do me a favor. I'm, working on growing it. If you like it, please subscribe, please like, please comment. It'll really help it grow and I would really appreciate it. So I hope you enjoy the video. Sagittarius, let's go. We're going to start off with a cut of the deck to see what we come up with at the bottom of the deck. And this is always going to be a focus card for you here, Sagittarius. And you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups it's a card of nostalgia. Thinking about the past, it's a card of childlike energy. It could be a soulmate if you're looking for love, but that is just an energy that you want to work with, right? If you are looking for love, if you're looking for a soulmate, right? Think about what that is. The thing that I like to always bring up about the Six of Cups is that it is a childlike energy. Like this is Sagittarius energy, right? Like I'm sorry to tout Sagittarians out there, but we have the most playful, childlike, that golden retriever energy, in my opinion, very happy-go-lucky. And that's the biggest goal in life, in my opinion, is to become more childlike, right? Like, we take things too seriously. We got too many responsibilities. Life gets to us as we get older. And if we can work on becoming more childlike as we get older, then that's something that's really, really powerful, in my opinion. So think about what this means for you. If this is something from the past that's coming up for you, it is the retrograde, right? How do you rectify the past? In my opinion, we don't go back to the past. We have to process the past. We have to look towards the future. And going back to the past is something that if you're going to choose to do it, just know what it entails for you. Ask yourself, is it worth it to go back to the past with anything, right? So you got the Six of Cups. Think about what that means, and that's going to be a focus card. Let's come up with 5 cards for you. I'm just going to pull them right now. Got the Queen of Swords, right? So we'll get to that. That's definitely what I was just talking about right now. Then we got the King or the Queen of Pentacles. 2 queens coming through for Sagittarius right now. We got the Page of Swords. Then we have the Magician. And the Sun. Nice. Let's go. Great 5 cards. All right, so again, the Six of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. It's a card of nostalgia, but your first card here, Sagittarius, is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is about seeing things clearly, right? Seeing things clearly through ways that you haven't seen. It's like, having a newer perspective on things. And you can see here, the Queen of Swords is rising above the clouds. So she's been through some clouds. She's been through murky vision, and she's getting through it, right? And you got the Sun at the end here, and she's seeing the Sun for the first time. But for me, the biggest thing about the Queen of Swords, and you can see here, is that she's looking forward, right? So the Queen of Swords is a card of looking towards the future. What are you building? What are you working towards, right? So if there are things from your past that are coming up, and that's everyone right now with the Six of Cups, how do you rectify that, right? Like if you're choosing to go back to certain things from your past, are you sure that you want to go back to it? You need to answer that, but the Queen of Swords is urging you to look towards the future, right? So this is going to be the tension with retrograde for sure, because a lot of things are going to be coming up from the past in however ways they do for us, but the Queen of Swords is asking you to look towards the future. Second card is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a card of your resources. This is a card of your skills. What are you building right now, right? So it's like looking towards the future. What do you want to work on? What do you want to master as far as what your work is concerned? Focus on your skills in yourself, skills in your personal life, in your work life, in your, community, in romance, whatever this may be. What are your skills, Sagittarius? And it's like, really, really think about that. Third card is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about curiosity, right? So with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, right? It's thinking about, you are thinking about looking and building something in your future here. So whatever that is, what are you building right now? What are you working towards, right? It's definitely urging you to think about forward movement, to be more curious about where you're headed, where your life is headed, what are you working towards? And it's like, if you don't know that, then start with yourself. What are you working on in yourself, right? This is the most important place. And you have the Magician. I was about to say manifest. The most important place that we could manifest from is a place of looking at ourselves. What do we need to work on? Being curious within ourselves. And then that curiosity will, span outward with this Page of Swords. Your fourth card here, Sag, is the Magician. Right? So the Magician is a lot. The Magician is manifesting. The Magician is really thinking about, what do you want in your life? What do you want to bring into your life? Right? So you have 3 cards here of clarity, intellect, knowledge with the Swords cards, and you have a Pentacle card, which is work. But the Magician has mastery of all the suits in the tarot. Right? And he's manifesting, right? He has his wand. He's gathering, light and energy from above, from the universe, from whatever you want to call it. And then his other hand is pointing down and he's grounding that energy, but he's going to focus on using the best tool for the job, right? Are you going to use your emotion with the cups? Are you going to use your creativity with the wands? Are you going to use your mind with the swords? And are you going to use your work habits, work ethic, how you work with the pentacles? So, figure that out. I mean, usually it's picking the right tool for whatever the job is. So then be mindful of that, right? Like where do your energies lie in the places that you need to bring something in, right? Whatever it is that you're calling into your life, which tool are you going to use? And then your outcome is the Sun, right? So let's go. Best card in the deck, right? So Sun is happiness. Sun is the sun shining on you. It's the light shining on you. It's joy. It's ease. It's relaxation. It's just good vibes here with the Sun. And so we will clarify here, Sag. Let me shuffle these cards and I'll pull some cards for the spread. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Knight of Swords. Right? So Knight of Swords is a rushing energy, right? Some things we have to rush, but it's never really good to rush most of the times, right? So looking forward, looking towards the future with the Queen of Swords, right? It's like the Knight of Swords is saying that you want things to move faster. You'll probably have things move more quickly in ways that are expected and unexpected here by opening up your vision, by looking towards the future, processing the past. With that 6 of Cups coming up at the bottom of the deck, if there's anything from your past that's holding you back, right, the Queen of Swords is saying, look forward, process the past, release the past, move forward. And then this Knight of Swords is a rushing energy that will bring about some change, right? But it's like if you're rushing things, if you're in a situation where you need to slow down, that's definitely something that you need to be mindful of with the Knight of Swords. With the Queen of Pentacles as your second card, you have the Queen of Pentacles, right? So again, what are your skills? What are you working? What are you building towards? Think about when all things are said and done, and what are you going to leave behind? The Queen of Pentacles is asking you to really, really become masterful with what you're working towards here. And what are you going to leave behind? Like, what are you going to be remembered for, Sag? So Queen of Pentacles, powerful stuff in a 10-card spread. Page of Swords, you have the 3 of Swords. Right? So this is a card of heartbreak. This is a card of healing. This is a card of forgiveness, right? So this is saying that, you need to be curious about your heartaches. You need to be curious about, again, with the Queen of Swords coming up, the one of the most powerful ways to move forward is to heal, right? And it's to heal the heartbreak, right? The thing about the 3 of Swords is that these are swords that people put into your heart. They hurt you. It was painful, right? And the key to it is releasing those swords from your heart. And the way to do that is to process and to forgive. That's the most powerful way to heal, right? So we all have swords in our hearts, and no one wants to have swords in our hearts. This is one of the scariest cards in the deck, right? But this is life. This is living. This is being. So think about the swords that have been placed in your heart by others, and then also think about the swords that you place in other people's hearts, right? Like, we are responsible for hurting other people. So to be mindful of that makes us more empathetic, to be mindful of the fact that, you know, sometimes inadvertently or, you know, willingly, we hurt other people. So obviously we got to do our best to not hurt other people, because that's not kind. So, you know, the Three of Swords is asking you to forgive, and then just to be curious about it with the Page of Swords. Your fourth card is the Magician. So let me pull a card for the Magician. With the Magician, you have the Queen of Swords. So a lot of repeating cards, right? We got 4 repeating cards and a 10 card spread. So this is just saying that you need to manifest something, right? Something, I don't know, like it might be something big, and I don't know how you're going to define that, right? But it's like for you to have the Queen of Swords, it's saying that you need to look towards the future, right? What is it that you want to bring into your future, into your life at any point of your future, right? Be excited about that, right? Like, the future is anxiety. When we worry about the future, that's anxiety. But it's like when we are thinking excitedly about the future, then that's amazing, right? Because then it focuses us in on our work more, right? Like, we really hone in on our work. We really hone in on the work that we're doing on ourselves. And so what do you want to manifest, right? Something really powerful is coming into your future, whatever that means for you here. And you just have to believe it, right? Your last card is the Sun, right? And it's like the best thing you could manifest in tarot is the Sun. It's the best card in the deck. So with the Sun, you have the 7 of Pentacles, right? So this is definitely part of the energy, right? It's like you're thinking about what you're working on here with the 7 of Pentacles, right? The 7 of Pentacles, he's looking at what he's grown. It's, you know, sometimes when you're working on stuff, you're not really satisfied with it, right? You want to get to the Sun. You want to get to this place of like a lot of fulfillment and happiness and ease, but it's like you got to work towards it. So what are the things that you're working towards right now? The 7 of Pentacles is, to me, it's like a card of, okay, what's working? I'm going to continue working on it. What's not working? I got to stop working on that, and I got to work on new things, right? So it's asking you to really assess what you've been working on. But once you do that, you are going to have the Sun. So that's the energy for the week. So it looks like a really great week. This is one of the best readings so far. Again, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, comment. There's going to be some videos coming up that are popping up in a playlist, and I'm going to be adding to those. So thank you for watching, and have a good week, Sag.